Let's be real, school taught me how to find the circumference of a circle, but not once how to file my taxes. And the harsh truth is, systems benefit from keeping you financially unprepared, unfortunately. Because if you don't know how money works, you'll spend your whole life working for it versus letting it work for you. So today, I'm breaking down 10 harsh money lessons that schools never taught me, but life did. Some of these are gonna sting. Some might even make you upset. But if you stick to the end, I promise you'll see money differently and you'll find out what you need to unlearn. Alright, so now let's go ahead and start digging into it. Number 1. The education gap. First lesson, the schools do not teach real money skills. They'll drill into algebra for years, but not once to talk about compound interest, credit cards, or credit scores. And also how debt will trap you as well. And that's not by accident. The system benefits more when people are employees and consumers versus investors and business owners. That's why financial literacy ends up getting taught by books, mentors, or even life experiences. But the best way to learn financial literacy is through Money Talks Media. Now let's dig into lesson number 2. Income does not equal wealth. I've met so many people that make six-figure salaries but still are broke. Why is this? It's because of lifestyle inflation. And simply put, when your paycheck goes up, so does your expenses. It could be from cars, rent, vacations, whatever it is. That's why the wealthy doesn't just earn more, but they build assets. Assets compound, grow, and eventually pay them back with time and freedom. That's why if you ever get a pay raise at work, invest more in assets, not lifestyle inflation. Because the wider the gap between your income and expenses, the better it is for you to invest, save, or even enjoy time later on. Lesson number 3, the debt trap. Debt is designed to keep you stuck. From student loans to credit cards to buy now, pay later apps, the system is designed to keep you borrowing like it's a part of life. But every swipe and every payment just makes someone else richer. And oftentimes, the person that's on the other side of that is enjoying a vacation while you're stressing about making those payments. And most of the time, majority of those payments is just purely interest. And examples are banks, hard money lenders, or even lease-to-own companies. Because in this video above, I exposed predatory financing. That's why schools never teach about debt literacy, because then you'll know the system and you won't fall for the trap. Lesson number 4, saving alone will not make you rich. However, even though it's necessary, it won't make you wealthy either. Yeah, I'm a huge advocate of having an emergency fund. But if you have that money sitting in a regular savings account, inflation has the potential of eating it alive. Let's suppose that it's 2025 and you have your money sitting in a savings account that's paying you 1% that year. But let's also suppose that in 2025, inflation is at 3%. That means in 2025, you're losing 2% of your money just from it sitting in that regular savings account. If that's your scenario and you need the money short term, here's your play. Move that money into a high yield savings account. Some of my favorites are Acorns, American Express, and Ally Bank. You'll receive the interest payment every month and your money grows. And also, if you need to pull it fast, it's available. Lesson number 5, taxes are a game. Even though it's a game, most people don't know the rules. W-2 income, the money that you make from your job, is taxed the heaviest. Meanwhile, business owners and investors use the tax code legally to keep more of what they make. The wealthy aren't smarter. They just know the system rewards ownership and strategy. And no one's explaining that to you in a classroom. Alright, you've made it this far. Consider yourself officially enrolled in Money Talks Media University. Intuition's simple. Hit that like and subscribe button. By the way, my brand new ebook is live at mtmediaco.com. It's the starter wealth playbook that schools never gave us. And it's packed with steps on how to build wealth from the ground up. And as a bonus, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you'll get 30% off the ebook. Alright, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Lesson number 6. Assets versus liabilities. The rich buy assets, the poor buy liabilities. Assets puts money in your pocket, liabilities take money out. It's honestly that simple. But because we're so surrounded around a consumer culture, it's easy to spend money on things that lose value. And those things could be clothes, cars, gadgets, etc. But the wealthy focuses on ownership, stocks, businesses, real estate. Lesson number 7. Financial risk is inevitable. I know this sounds crazy, but avoiding financial risk is actually dangerous. Because if you only save, work one job, and never invest, then you're not really growing wealth. And it may be comfortable and feel safe, but you're stuck getting eaten by expenses and inflation. Smart risk builds wealth over time. Playing it too safe keeps people broke. Lesson number 8, capitalism rewards ownership, not labor. Labor pays the bills, ownership builds freedom. You can only get so rich from working your salary, but if you actually own a business, you'll become even richer. Until you start thinking in terms of ownership, you'll always be trading time for money. Lesson number 9, your environment shapes your money mindset. You are the average of the 5 people you hang around the most when it comes to your financial beliefs. If you're around people that lives paycheck to paycheck, overspending, or never talks about building wealth, then chances are you are in that same mindset. And that is not knocking anyone, it's just the reality of how it works. Schools reinforce the one path mindset. Go to college, get a job, and retire at 65. Getting out of that cycle just reprograms your mind into how you think about money, and then eventually surrounding yourself with people who see wealth differently. The final lesson, lesson number 10. No one is coming to save you. Your school, your employer, and the government, they're not coming to save you. And remember, nothing is free because every decision that they make benefits them more than it benefits you. The harsh truth is financial freedom is your responsibility. But what's the good news? The good news is the power is in your hands and you can change that. Build habits and stop waiting for permission to manage your money. There's a free YouTube channel that you're watching right now that gives you money tips that could literally change your life. Schools will not teach you these lessons. Life will, and usually the hard way. Because honestly, that's the reason Money Talks Media was born. Because I blend my struggles and experiences, my corporate finance background, and ongoing research to give you the power plays. The choice is simple. Either stay in the system and play the consumer game, or take control of your finances. Thanks for watching Money Talks Media fam. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.